Alright. Okay, it's... No, it should be fine. Yeah, okay, yeah. Alright, we are actually in. Except something's not working right. No, it's... Yeah, everything's working fine. Yeah, okay, so good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Fauna, the biggest Them's Fighting Herds community in Asia. That's it. So here we are yet again with another event. My name is Gaijin, by the way. I'll be your host for this evening. And this is basically our last tournament, or rather our last event for 2021. The year is coming to an end very soon. Like, what? It's like just in... I can't count. 1, 2, 3. 3 days. We're getting New Year. 3 days? I don't know. I'm bad at counting. But that means we're going to be wrapping up this year with, well, not really an extremely unique tournament in terms of its format. However, if any of you have been paying attention to news on what's happening over at the Fauna is actually finally partnered with Matcherino. That's right, we're partnered with Matcherino, and that means we finally have a prize pool for our tournament. So, okay, this is since there's a prize pool, there's a bit more at stake, and usually we get like just 6, 8 people joining the tournaments. 8 people is kind of like a huge number, but tonight we actually have 16 participants in the tournament. You can really feel like there's a motivation because of the prize pool. Speaking of the prize pool, holy smokes, we got a huge prize pool. We have $152 in the prize pool. That means the top 3 players will be getting a cut each from this prize pool. It's ginormous. How do we get partnered with Matcherino? We had some talks. That's what happened. Anyhow, so we have 16 participants. Some players are actually being revived from the dead. They heard of the prize money. Hell yeah, I want to give for that. The command for Matcherino is !Matcherino. You can do some sponsor quests to even further help increase our prize pool. We don't have like coupon codes and stuff like that yet because this is our first time being having a tournament being partnered with Matcherino. Yes, this is in US dollars. That's right. There's $152 US dollars in the prize pool. If you want more information on that, you can use the commands. As you may see right now, we have commands like !Bracket, !Matcherino. If you want to join the Discord server, !Discord to join the Fauna, the biggest Discord, TFH Discord server in Asia. Does that mean you have a business guy in the team at the Fauna? Maybe you're hearing him right now. Anyhow, I don't think we should further delay. We are having a regular... Even though there's a huge prize pool and finally we're partnered with Matcherino. Basically, the tournament's still standard. We are going to be a double elimination. And there will be... Everything will be first to 2 until the finals. Alright. So, without further ado, let's get started with our first game, which will be between... Jive and Giggles. So here we are. Yes, and let's have the players get started. Okay, it seems like both of them are paying attention on the stream. I need not to tell them anything on Discord. This will be brilliant. So, I haven't seen Giggles play in a while. And by the way, just to take note of these players, Jive, currently considered like the top Oleander player in Asia. Meanwhile, Giggles is a pretty strong Tianhuo player from Oceania, from Australia. However, I do feel like... how do I put this? Giggles has been inactive for quite a while. I haven't seen him play, so... Not sure if he's done some training in the background. Maybe he's been doing some games, sneaking in some there, left and right. I wouldn't know. However, what I know for sure is we're going to be seeing... match with which we are unsure of what to expect, and it looks like Jive's already getting a pretty good start, keeping Giggles away with a spark, and gets a frame trap with the magic spark as well. Giggles is doing a good job trying to jump in and just still block the anti-airs though, so still able to play with the space, and now Jive's pushed into the corner. Okay, the OK option just 2A missed immediately actually, however Jive does not really press any buttons there. This time Giggles is the one being pushed back into the corner. Jive has a lot of magic. Might put out an epilogue here, or consider doing so. Yeah, and there you go. An epilogue is out. Oh, and look at that. The staggers. And I don't think Jive can kill here just quite yet. Perhaps he could have if he had used super, but generally when you're playing as Oleander, you want to save up that meter for level 2, because Fred is really, really strong. That's your main asset to win as Oleander. And here you go. Jive already saving up nearly 1.5 meters. Possibly he's going to get that meter real soon, as soon as he ends this combo. Well, just not quite there yet. Actually drops it midway, so unable to get magic stock because of the drop. Okay, so Giggles may be able to take advantage of this one, but it's still going to be pretty rough because Jive is getting close to that second bar meter. Wow, the 4D JA. So the 4D JA is actually technically the fastest overhead you can pull off here, with 4D really, really quick at coming out, immediately putting Tianhuo in the air. Oh, and there you go. This is what I've been saying earlier. So you're finally, Jive gets spread out. Giggles playing extremely patiently, not even considering jumping around, just literally sitting there, and Jive's not even thinking about teleporting in yet, and finally loses the patience, goes in. Giggles wasn't prepared for that. And the 2-2D. Thing is, Oleander's 2-2D is pretty safe once Fred is out, because even if you block that teleport D, Fred is able to cover the recovery frames for that. So it's, yeah, Giggles was pretty much in a tough position right there. Okay, but moving on to game 2. I mean, Giggles was definitely showing some patience. This is what it's really important for Tianhuo to be patient. I mean, not just specifically to Oleander, but this is where you really get tested the most, because Oleander has some good reaching buttons, has an extremely good anti-air. It can reach you from the heavens. And your main strength as Tianhuo is like flying around gets really knocked down if the opposing Oleander is paying attention. The tech roll forward. The decision is not to get pushed into the corner. Actually able to mash out right there. You go for a soft knockdown. Going to Shove 2A again? Oh no, actually goes for something different this time. Though Jive was able to respond in time. And look, that's what I'm trying to say. The anti-air, there you go. It just doesn't work out. When you try to jump in as Tianhuo like that blindly, if your Oleander's paying attention, you're just going to get struck down by that pillar of an anti-air. Oh, drops the crash, misses because of that, loses the Okizeme. Okay, just decides to space out. I think that's a smart choice, but make sure not to get hit by those fireballs. Bring out 6A. Okay, Jive playing extremely patiently, unable to convert off of that, however, but it's not much of a big deal. Yet again, we're in that situation where Jive is just nearly getting there to get that meter that he wants. As soon as he... Even if he gets touched in this case, because the problem right now for Giggles is that even if he gets a touch on Jive, he'll be putting Jive in a situation where literally the next touch would allow Jive to get Fred out. And again, really, really tough once Fred is out. Not really much of a choice here. Going for the corner carry. Hard knockdown may be the idea. Actually prefers to save the meter. Wonder if Giggles is actually considering using level 2? No, drops right there yet again. Pretty detrimental here, but Jive's not really able to do proper wake-ups here, and Giggles is just able to continue pressure. It's 70 out. Oh, but not prepared for the push block on that, and the JC. And here, we're definitely going to be seeing Fred. Oh, actually not? Is Jive opting to play safer here? Maybe afraid that Giggles might get that level 2 6A yet again. Oh, epilogue out and converts right off of that. Actually, I believe that is death. Fred is gonna be out, but because there's wall stuck, there you go. And Jive takes that game very convincingly with a 2-0. But despite that, I really think that Giggles did a good job showing some patience, because a lot of Tianhuo players just generally try to play real fast and try to overwhelm their opponent by just getting in on them. But how do I put this? Yeah, they try to get in on them, and yeah, in turn just gets hit all the time or a lot. Do I have echo? Ah, shoot, that's not good. Well, if you guys are hearing, if everyone else is hearing an echo, I kind of sound tested this. There wasn't an echo, but I might have hit something without realizing. Thank you for the heads up, Nix. Okay. In any case, Jive takes that first game, and now I think we should be advancing to the next game. Oh, it looks like none of the players are still finished with their games. Okay, we do have some reports already coming in. Let me actually switch that over for everyone to see. Let's have here. Okay. Let's see the bracket. There you go. So we've just updated. Jive had won that fight. Yeah, we do have 16 people, so no buys for this one. It's really rare to see this sort of thing. Okay, let's see. Next report. So Tsuji and Arnav actually were able to do their fights, and we've got a report that Tsuji has taken this game. Again, this is a double elimination, so just because you've lost your first game doesn't mean you're out of the game yet. We've seen people work their way through the loser's bracket and actually winning out the tournament, so definitely there's a lot of pressure riding on you, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, so yeah, we have another report. Kheydinss winning over CAD, although it was a 2-1. Pretty close fight going on right there. Okay, there's one game we were waiting in particular. Could we get score reports? Let me just ask the more important players in particular. Are you done? Hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm still waiting on the players. Looks like some of them are taking their time and finishing their matches. So while we're waiting for the players to actually report or finish their matches, I do want to take this opportunity to thank the people who've contributed and helped out on our Matcherino, by the way. No, we're not gonna do an Nord Stream one. Okay, so we did receive a generous donation or contribution from some wonderful people in the TFH community, and this is the reason why we have this huge prize pool of $152. Okay, let me go and take a peek again. Ah, shoot, it's taking a while to load. Yeah, I think you guys see it on the screen. Oh no, it's not scrolling. Kind of froze. Okay, there you go. So we got a $10 donation from Vixie telling us, love you guys, now do some violence. And we did see a little bit of violence earlier already. CDP Gamer, also one of our participants for this tournament, but also contributing $10 to the prize pool, saying, let's go. And Bikehav initially contributing $20, saying that he'll add more if Sky joins. She's cool. And actually, Sky did join, so as a result, Bikehav made another donation of $20. Motherfucker called my bluff, he says. Brilliant. And not but the very least, last but not the least, Dem's $50 donation saying them money. Oh wait, I missed another donation from Voxy. A $5 contribution. Just giving us a smile. So, join me thanking these wonderful people for contributing to the prize pool. Without them, I don't think we'd have hit $80 or anything remotely that close. So, very generous contributions by these people. Yes, I did put $10 myself into the prize pool as well. I'm the one hosting the tournament anyway, so who cares? Anyhow, let's go back. Let me take a look if the players... Yes, the players are not yet done. Yeah, the scheduled players for the stream are not yet done for their fights. So I think I might just be changing the match for this one because it's still taking them a while. Yeah, I think I'll be changing it to this one instead. Okay. Hitsuji. And where is she? Where's her name? This is my problem. I'm having trouble typing people's name on Discord. Okay, so for this one, we'll be having... Oh, wait, no. Oh, no, they're fighting. Ah, come on. Why are people not accomplishing their matches on time? Yeah, it's a little bit of a pickle. How come Twitch chat is busted? I have no idea. I don't know what's happening over Twitch chat right now. But whatever the case is, it's something out of my hands. Talk about my day instead. For a regular day, I guess. Nothing much has happened. Like, everyone's finished with their matches except the people that need to be finished for the stream match. Why is this happening? Okay, so I'd also like to take this opportunity to remind our players to make sure to finish your matches as soon as possible, because this is causing some delays and hiccups on our proceedings in the tournament. I would appreciate that next time. Okay. And I've already given some reminders earlier as well. Okay. Yeah, I just really need the cooperation of the players. Okay, actually... are there some players who haven't started their matches? Because I can... This is going to be really stale. There's still no reports from these players. Are they not yet done? It's done, 2-0. Okay. That took too long. Again, next time, please finish your matches as soon as possible. Try not to dawdle down. I did already mention potential DQs for the next one. So, reminding these players, especially Hitsuji, SKYIE-FYIRE, Jive, Ryukosen, and I think the fight between Pandesal and Feli Oleander is still ongoing. Please get to your matches as soon as possible. Okay, with that being said, since Tailnic has won their match, let's go on to Tailnic versus Kheydinss on stream, because they're the ones scheduled for this. Let me ping these two, Tailnic and Kheydinss. Okay, so Kheydinss is in here. Let me switch that over a bit. Okay, where is Tailnic? It's taking them too long. There we go, finally. Alright, so our players are in. I'm hoping we can get started. Yes, let's go, please. Oh dear. Taking a while. Okay, finally. Okay, so speaking of these two players, yes, I think these two players in particular are kind of like well known already within the Fauna. But just to speak of them a bit further, Kheydinss and Tailnic are actually already pretty long. Not long, rather. These players have been around this community for a pretty decent amount of time already, even way before I started playing this game. So it's nice to see that these players are, you know, having a go at it themselves. So Kheydinss is from Singapore, as you can see here, a Paprika player, and Tailnic pretty much considered the #1 player of Asia. Probably considered the favorite at this, like potentially going to be winning this one. However, maybe Kheydinss will be the one going to give Tailnic a bit of a ride and make it difficult for him. And it looks like already Tailnic's a bit unsure on how to approach Kheydinss, as a lot of Tailnic's approaches have already been anti-aired or like just altogether blocked. Oh, I'm not this one, however. And finally, Tailnic getting the first hit. Kheydinss is going to be a little bit of a trouble here, but see that with Kheydinss playstyle, they actually are a little bit mindful of blocking things. They don't really do too many of the Paprika resets or setups that you would usually see from a lot of Paprika players. Kheydinss is a bit more of a type who plays it a bit more methodically. Tailnic, on the other hand, goes a little bit crazy with their Tianhuo play. As you can see, jumping a lot, flying a lot, and just throwing a lot of buttons. But the thing here, see, is that it can't really work out well for him when he does stuff like that.
Do not let defeat be the end. Round 2. Fight.
There we go. And again, Tailnic's just spacing it out, while a little bit reckless with the movement. It's just working out. And Kheydinss not punishing that whiff bash. On the other hand, Tailnic punishing that whiff flop. Sometimes it's really these small things, these interactions that you're supposed to take advantage of, that can really turn the tide of the battle. And look at this. Kheydinss already going to be pushed back yet again to the corner. Soft knockdown. Probably going for a 2A this time. Tailnic, based on my experience, really rare in showing the 2A meaty, but this time actually being a bit more mindful and showing that generally when you want to do your Oki, that's going to be generally your first layer, because it's pretty low risk, and it kind of opens you up with a lot of options on how to start your offense on your opponent. But just there, immediately Kheydinss gets hit by the first 2A, so probably already trying to think layers too deep. But then again, this is a tournament. It's really hard to figure out like what your opponent wants to go for. Maybe also a little bit tough on trying to respond, react to things. Not even sure if there's some ping between these two players.
How dare you insult me? That was
Okay. Yeah, and there's a dog in the background. I can't do anything about the dog, unfortunately. Oh, Kheydinss just going ham on there, going for the Tailnic. It's an extremely risky call. I'm not really sure if it's a good idea to be doing that, because you're already putting your opponent on a little bit of a retreat position. You're making them try to back off because you throw a pot, and if you throw out the Tailnic like that, they're most likely already in prime position to block, even though they're not really expecting or reacting to your teleport C. So I think it's really quite risky. I think most Paprikas in that kind of situation will be trying to throw out teleport B instead. Try to close the gap between each other. Yeah, card B, that's gonna get punished. And actually, Tailnic can definitely go for a kill here, and I believe he's just going to go for that. Quite simply, not even requiring any meter. Kheydinss already at the brink of losing to Tailnic. Tailnic is at match point. Tailnic's also getting close to getting that level 2. Generally with Tianhuo, I mean with as well as with most characters, you want to get that level 2 out. That's where most of your advantage will be coming out. Looks like Tailnic's not opting out to throw the level 2 early though. Going for the soft knockdown instead. Saving out the meter, probably hoping to get a reset. Now most especially the JD's already been reset. Snagged by the broccoli though, has to be careful there. Not anti-airing the jump in instead, but Kheydinns just mashes out. To be mindful here, you do not really want to jump against a super jumping Tianhuo unless you're challenging them with your buttons as well, but looks like it doesn't matter in this case. Tailnic, there, going for the level 2. V-6A, V-6A. This is the combo that Tailnic's been going for. He likes the flashy style, soft knockdown, trying to mix it up with the cross up into V-dash. And while Kheydinns was able to block it, the thing though is Tianhuo still has a lot going for him, or for her. As long as that install's moving, and the stocks of magic just reset and maintains the pressure in Kheydinns. Tailnic taking the game 2-0 versus Kheydinns. Okay. So with that, I think we should be waiting for our players to finish their matches. Yet again. Let's see if there's been already some how do you call this? Some reports going on. Let me just switch that yet again. And once more, I'd like to remind everyone that again, we're finally partnered with Matcherino, so if you want to help out a little bit, you know, maybe push the prize pool even a bit more, tidbit more, you can do some sponsor quests. They're basically free of charge. So you just have to type !Matcherino and you can get to the Matcherino link. Also, I'd like to say that, of course, we'll hopefully be doing this more in the future, more events like these with prize pools. So if you want to keep tabs, you may want to join our Discord server. And we'll keep you posted for our events that'll be coming. Alright, but let me report the score here. Okay, and some games happening in the background as well. Let's get those scores reported. Okay, and it looks like I'm also getting a little bit of assistance. Thank you very much to whomever's helping me with the score. I would presume these people may be like, say, DP Gamer, Jive, maybe Kheydinns or Hitsuji. The people, the other staff at the Fauna. Alright. So, but yeah, we're just waiting for the games to be posted. In this case. Because we're already moving on to top 6. Yeah, I understand we normally be doing top 8, but in this case, we're going to be doing top 6. As there'll be too many matches on stream. We might take an eternity to finish the games by then. But if you want to see how the games are working on, you can... Oh, you're the other side. Okay. If you want to see how the matches are going, you can check the bracket. Everything is going on live anyway. There's no like delay on our stream. But if you do want to see like what's exactly happening in the bracket, you can type !bracket. Actually, I can demonstrate that here in the chat, and you'll get a link straight to the bracket, and you'll see what's going on right there. But at the same time, let me go on ahead and show you guys what's cooking, or rather what's basically happening, while I also update some of the scores that are popping out, or at least if someone else is working on this. Okay, looks like here. Okay, yep, reports are happening. TFH versus Giggles. Oh shoot, yeah, okay. Yep, looks like our matches are moving on steadily. Okay, so already some of the players are already out of the tournament. So Kowalski, Arnab, and Giggles, thank you very much for your participation. And again, there will be more chances coming in next year we'll make some announcement on what exactly will be happening for next year. But we'll hope to see you guys come back again for more of these tournaments or events. But nevertheless, games continue. So Ryukosen versus iluvbread is happening somewhere in the background already. It'd be nice to see that match. However, yeah, right now we don't really get to see that yet. Okay, but I think that means we can just proceed and move on to our next match now. So we're entering top 6. Tailnic yet again for this match versus SKYIE-FYIRE. That's what we'll be doing. So let me tag these players. Yep. This is basically top 6. Yeah, this is top 6. Tailnic and SKYIE-FYIRE. Let's see here. Okay. Yep. So we already alerted the players. Should just be waiting for them to drop on by. And looks like SKYIE-FYIRE's already in here. Currently using the name Funtime Chica. If you guys have been paying attention to like whatchamacallit, what's it called again? Five Nights at Freddy's. I kinda almost forgot what it's called. Five Nights at Freddy's whatchamacallit? Security Breach. There you go. Yeah. The character from that. Oh wait, no, what? No, that's Glamrock Chica. Never mind. The Five Nights at what's it? Why does it matter? It's just from Five Nights at Freddy's. Who cares? I think the one that'll be scary right now is to see this match between SKYIE-FYIRE and Tailnic. But yeah, Tailnic yet again will be on stream. So yes, if these two players are ready, we can get started. Yeah, I'm uncultured. I haven't finished any of the Five Nights at Freddy's games. Am I really uncultured if that's the case? I don't know. Does it matter? Gene trying to get out of here. Okay, but wow, we're already almost an hour in the tournament. It's a little bit... What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, we're moving pretty slowly. For tournament. Okay, looks like Sky is ready. Let's have Tailnic get started as well, please. Okay, I have great concern because these players have spiking pings. These two players don't seem to have stable connection with me right now, so I'm afraid I might get kicked off one way or another here. Okay, but it looks like they're able to connect. The countdown timer is moving slowly. What is that? 3. That's not normally how it goes, but I guess it moved. Anyhow, SKYIE-FYIRE versus Tailnic. So SKYIE-FYIRE is, I think right now, our only player from East Russia, even though our tournaments are open to Asia, Oceania, and East Russia, these regions in particular. I believe that only SKYIE-FYIRE is the player from East Russia who's ever showed for our events. Okay, but right now, looks like Sky is showing out the Dom gameplay. And Tailnic already getting hit first, getting snagged again by that JC. Sky tries to take the offensive there, but with the push block, that JV actually got punished. And now Tailnic has the knockdown on Sky. The dog is out though, so... Oh, but Tailnic is very aware of this, just goes for the grab to make sure that even though Sky goes for the command with the dog, she can still be attacked right there. And Sky gets baited there, tries to push block or maybe try to even OS to grab. Tailnic just opts to fly on top of her. Okay, next up here. Okay, just JAs and disengages. Yes, Tailnic is hyper aware of the dogs. And Jeremy, one of the hard things when dealing with Palm on her knockdown is when there's a dog out, like even if you try to maintain pressure, if there's even a slit or a tiniest bit of gap in your string or your pressure, Palm will be able to activate her dogs, or rather command her dogs to basically do stuff. And if you're not paying attention, you will get punished for trying to do pressure, even though Palm is just blocking the entire time. Oh, wow, what a nice bark there by Sky. Trying to go for the resets, but maybe Sky went a little bit too ham on that one. Most especially Tailnic's already got level 2. You would really want to make sure that install stays inactive as much as possible. And here we go, Tailnic takes the first game.
Do not let defeat be the end.
Tianhuo wins.
I think Sky may want to reconsider her approach there, but at the same time, I'm not exactly sure what's the ping between these two players right now. But with the movement of Tailnic just really flying a lot, and even we saw that at the start of the match quite earlier, Sky was actually able to snag some hits on Tailnic because of a lot of the air dashes, and that's when it's actually really good for Palm to be throwing out her JCs, because it just covers a lot of space, prevents Tianhuo from really approaching too much in the air. You may also want to consider, be mindful of using 2B, but again, I understand a little bit of a ping here might contribute to their decision making. Oh, but Sky opts out to switch to Oleander. Now, from what I've remembered, SKYIE-FYIRE's actually started more so with Oleander, and her Oleander's really considered to be pretty strong. But Tailnic's already has got the opening, and SKYIE-FYIRE doesn't even have a stock of magic. It's gonna be really hard to get out of here as Oleander gets the max JD combo, but misses the meaty. Not expecting that tech roll. Finally gets a stock of magic. Goes for the hard knockdown, wanting to keep Tailnic just in the corner. Too many push blocks. And Sky wasn't able to keep an eye out for those push blocks. Tries to backdash. Gets snagged by the 2B. And Tailnic cannot kill here yet. Oh wait. If he spends a meter, he can. And there you go, he does. He wants to end this real fast. Not wasting any time. Dawdling around. But SKYIE-FYIRE's already have a meter and a half. If Tailnic's not careful here, I can already put out spread really quickly. Do not want to be jumping too much in this situation. Oleander's anti-airs are really strong, but the thing is, you have to be on the ground to throw them out. Keep trying to challenge Tailnic, rather Tianhuo in the air. Gonna have a trouble. Yeah, we are noticing some frame drops, so that means that, yeah, these players maybe are experiencing a little bit of delay. And there you go, the anti-air. But because of the up back, not going to be in the position to convert. But Sky already has a 2-bar. Oh, can convert from here. And there we go. Spread out immediately. Could have actually let that ring out. Most especially since Tailnic, the JD was actually pretty low. Or rather, it wasn't max JD yet. You wouldn't be giving a lot of meter. Oh, very risky movement by Tailnic. But Sky just lets him go unpunished. Tailnic just feels quite comfortable flying around as Tianhuo here. And that must be punished right there. The V-dash though. Nobody's prepared for that. Not at this type of connection. Level 2. Not gonna be quite enough to kill here. But Tailnic's gonna get the knockdown. Yeah, they already used the ground bounce earlier. The anti-air, and there you go. Can actually go for the kill. And that's perfect. Sky has a good position in the meter economy. While Tailnic doesn't even have a half a bar. Getting close there though. But all SKYIE-FYIRE has to need here is to be very careful. Make sure get a stock of magic. But oh no, never prepared. Tailnic with a really good spacing with the JA. Oh, it tries to anti-air right there, but Tailnic just making it really, really ambiguous with which side it was. Okay, Sky trying to jab out, and there you go. Tailnic loses his patience, gets knocked down. Okay, SKYIE-FYIRE trying to cover 7D potentially, but there you go. Fred now is finally out. Oh, Tailnic just offs out to mash, calling out Sky's decision to teleport in. What a call! Not enough to get level 2 here, but delaying this. There's no Sock of Magic, so there's no 2-2D on board. Oh, but maybe Tailnic got a little bit too comfortable there. Still kind of forgetting that Fred was out, but Fred's now finally gone. J2C! So be careful here. Tailnic's trying to bait out the 6As, and SKYIE-FYIRE's just not relenting on this, but the V-dash is just really hard to respond to. Really strong showing with Slider, was really getting tight. However, Tailnic was able to close it out right there. Okay. Again, it's not the end of SKYIE-FYIRE though. We'll still be seeing her once she tries to move on further in the loser's bracket. We might actually be seeing her next match after this next one. Let's take a look. Let's see. Score report. Okay, looks like, yeah, this was a 2-0, but that was pretty tight still, that last round. Yeah, it looks like nobody likes Tianhuo here. It's most likely because of Tailnic himself as well, to be fair. Okay. Oh! What? That's interesting. An interesting outcome. So we're actually going to be seeing Kamen Rider versus Ryukosen for the next winner semi. A little bit of an upset here, I must admit. Jive losing to Kamen Rider 0-2. Ryukosen winning versus iluvbread, aka Pandesal, with the 2-0. So we're going to be seeing Kama versus Ryukosen. So let's have these two players. Let me call them up. So yeah, a lot of the players that we have right now haven't shown up in a while. We have 16 players who've registered for this tournament. This is a really, really rare scenario for the Fauna to have. As I mentioned earlier, we normally just have like 6, 7. If we're lucky, we get like 8 people, but now we got 16 people. Hopefully, we're going to be seeing more of these players show up in the future. We do have plans on also restructuring some things that we have for our events starting next year. This is also pretty big because, again, we're finally partnered with Maturino, and this is our last event for the year, so I think it's pretty timely that these players are showing up. But anyhow, it's time we see Ryukosen versus Kamen Rider, aka also using Interpunk, the Christian dog. Okay, so if these players are ready, they may go ahead and hit that ready. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. There's too many words that we need to remove from the dictionary, I swear. Too many words that we need to remove from the dictionary. Okay. Anyhow, we're finally going to be seeing this Ryukosen versus Kamen Rider. This matchup generally considered to be in Velvet's favor. Kamen Rider, our Velvet player right over here. But Ryukosen just won versus iluvbread earlier. Another Velvet player. iluvbread. And pretty much like in the previous season of the warm-up, the final showdown, was one of the top 8 players. So Kamen Rider may be in a bit of a pinch here in terms of the experience. But let's see how this draws out. Ryukosen, our outstanding Oleander player from Australia, versus Kamen Rider, our developing Velvet player from the Philippines. See here, Kama seems very comfortable just throwing out these icicles, covering a lot of space, but may have overextended there a bit, not realizing that Ryukosen's already quite in his face. Did not want to be throwing out icicles like that. Ryukosen covering the space, making sure that tech rolls aren't covered, and just like that, as I say that yet again, just covering the space for tech roll. So Kamen Rider may want to reconsider, but just goes for the tech roll yet again anyway. Ryukosen failing to actually failing to condition Kama to stop from tech roll. Tries to stagger there, but Kama just opts out to mash out himself as well, even though it was from a hit stun. But this is not looking good for him anyway. And Ryukosen's getting a lot of meter. Kama still alive. That's neutral jump JB and Kama is missing the chance to anti-air right there. It's already looking good for Ryukosen.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, oh, good evasion by Ryukosen. Just making sure to find the gap and the space to build the magic while avoiding the icicles that Kama puts out. Kama has to take this into consideration. Otherwise, Ryukosen is just going to be able to advance forward like this. Oh, drops a combo. Goes for the Shatter C anyhow. Ryukosen not blocking the first one. With 5C, that's really, really dangerous. But the dashing 5A by Ryukosen. Ryukosen is the one mindful of the spacing here. And now Fred is out. What is Kama going to do about this? Immediately DP? Nope. Just tries to block in 5A. Unfortunately, that's not going to be quite enough. Drop by Ryu, but doesn't matter much. Oh, maybe it will! Because of that small gap that Kama found. Tries to reset pressure. Kama's being mindful that Fred is out. Maybe not too mindful because he failed to block that one. And unfortunately, even though he was able to put Ryukosen in a frozen state, it wasn't well enough. And Fred was out there for very long. Ryukosen taking the first game. Kama will not let up. He will come back for this and the second game. Or will he? Okay, but what we're already seeing from the round starts based on just the first game, it's just Ryukosen seems quite comfortable keeping away from Kama. He's already kind of figured out how Kama throws out his projectiles and finding the gaps there to build the magic. Because Oleander just really wants to build magic here. Generally at the start. Or maybe push Velvet into the corner and put on that pressure. But generally, Oleander's going to have that maximum pressure once he has those stocks of magic. Because it just opens up a lot of options. Teleports, frame trapping with projectiles, or just basically overpowering Velvet even with the projectiles because of the option of Magic Spark. And here we see the teleport B, but Kama actually responding to it correctly, just unable to convert unfortunately. 5C just at the tip of Ryukosen's face. Okay, spacing it out, but tries to mash right there. You're not in range to press any buttons right there, Kama. And Ryukosen shows that by showing his own 5A. Keep in mind, Oleander's buttons are mostly disjointed. That 5A is going to outrange almost everyone. Or if not, you're not going to be touching her hurt box. And there you go, reach attack roll yet again. Oh, look at that. The string from a grab. Again, the idea there is not really to do much damage, but it's to steal as much meter as possible. And look at that. See, Ryukosen's already at the 1.5 meters. While Kama's life is just still slowly moving right there. Ryukosen playing this very greedily, but I think this is the right call. Because even then, even though that combo didn't do as much damage, he already has 2 bars. And Kama is at the brink of dying, so just the next touch here is enough. But if Ryukosen's not careful, he's getting hit by a lot of this stray projectiles. Has to be careful, but look at that, Kama just deciding to press a button at the wrong time. It was so close. But unfortunately, Ryukosen will be taking that round. And look at that. Huge meter lead. But it's a 5C round start. Okay, Kama will be putting him in the zone. Has to be careful if he just throws out his icicles. Ryukosen may actually just decide to throw a raw super in response to an icicle setup. As if he can react to that. But I don't think Ryukosen is going to try to risk it. He wants to go in with a teleport just like that. And that double jump actually puts him in the wrong spot. Kama throws out the super. You might want to save that meter a little bit though, because you don't have level 2. You don't really put much rep. Oh, the instant blocks on the 5As? Hello? Oh, and there you go. Ryukosen finally gets that touch. And he's feeling very confident. He just goes in with Fred, despite being at a low health right now. All Kama needs is to touch him once, or maybe twice if Kama doesn't have the routing for it. But looks like in Ryukosen's case, this back and forth combo with Fred is just keeping calm for a scrabble. Oh no, he was already stand blocking. And this is already death for him. And there you go, Ryukosen takes the game 2-0.
Oleander wins.
Alright. So certainly was interesting to see Kama be the one to come forward in the winner semi to face Ryukosen. But unfortunately, it seems like Kama's still a little bit unsure how to deal with Ryukosen in particular. Maybe has to change a little bit more of the zoning patterns and just not allow Ryukosen to build that much super meter. But again, really tough. Though I think it's about time we move on. And looks like Jive is out of the tournament because iluvbread was able to beat Jive 2-0 and Hitsuji beats DD 2-0. So who else have already gone from the tournament? Okay, first I'd like to thank so I already thanked some of the players earlier. Felly, Oleander, TDP Gamer, Ghosty, Giftbait, and Kheydinss, Jive, and DD. Thank you very much for participating in this tournament. I know you did your best, and I'm hoping to see you guys participate more in the future. But now it's time to move on to the loser side of top 6. So we're going to be seeing yet again SKYIE-FYIRE. This time going to be facing it with iluvbread. So I'd like to call these two players. Or let me ping them. Pandesal versus SKYIE-FYIRE. This will be interesting. I believe these two players have fought each other quite a lot. So we're going to be seeing some plays based on already some heavy knowledge of each other's playstyle. Because even though iluvbread hasn't been participating in a lot of the tournaments of the Fauna recently, I'm very happy to see him come back, by the way. He hasn't certainly been inactive at the same time either, because he's been playing games casually in the Pixel lobbies, and I believe I've seen these two players play with each other occasionally. So that'll be fun. See how this works out. Okay. Where are the two players? Hello? May we please have you join us? So we are at top 6. Are they fighting? I believe I put this... Yeah, I put it in the stream order. Where are our players? SKYIE-FYIRE and iluvbread. We're waiting for top 6. We're waiting for loser side top 6. Does anyone know where SKYIE-FYIRE and Pandesal are? We need to see these two players. And we're having a lot of delays. This is a little bit of a concern. We have these players. Come forward, please. Why were you fighting? No, you can't fight. Yeah, your match is streamed. You your match is streamed. Other players not paying attention. I'm double checking if I didn't make the instructions, but I did. Yes, your match is considered null. No, sorry, we're not going to count those games. Because I made the instructions that the matches will be streamed live. So I need the players to come here. Their matches, if they played off stream, are considered null. They will have to restart those games and do the games here on stream. Because they're scheduled for stream match. So what? Please check the stream order again next time. Alright. How you doing, Black Alice? So unfortunately, it's a little bit of a mishap. That's why we're having a little bit... Okay. Okay, so yeah, whatever game they played off stream, I'm not counting that. Because, again, scheduled for stream match. So, alright, we're going to be seeing iluvbread versus SKYIE-FYIRE. Again, as I've mentioned before, these two players have pretty much a lot of experience fighting each other. iluvbread being one of the top players in Asia, Velvet players. And we have here SKYIE-FYIRE playing a lot of characters. I'm wondering actually if we're going to be seeing SKYIE-FYIRE play this out in a Velvet mirror. Because SKYIE-FYIRE does have a good handle of Oleander, Palm, and Velvet. Will he be will she be challenging iluvbread here with a mirror? Or maybe actually choose to play Palm for this matchup. I think it may be tough to play Palm for this one in particular. So I'm actually expecting to see a mirror, but again, it's all about what they decide. Oh, there you go. My expectation seems to be the one correct. Yes, we're going to be seeing a Velvet mirror. And by the way, yes, that is a shadow palette we're seeing. Shadow palettes are accepted in our tournaments. The only ones that we're banning for palettes are actually the Halloween palettes. Just in case you guys were wondering. So here we are. SKYIE-FYIRE actually playing this very aggressively. And trying to push forward. iluvbread is pretty much has a very passive playstyle. Or rather, a very defensive playstyle as a Velvet. Let's just try to space away. And see here, he's not trying to cover the space. Not until he sees Sky trying to throw out some projectiles. But unfortunately, that wasn't actually the right timing. And that 2C gets punished. But here you go. See, SKYIE-FYIRE's the one advancing forward. And iluvbread just trying to keep away. Oh, that was a missed input for Icicle. I feel like iluvbread might have been a little bit flustered right there. Okay. Alright, Shatter C throws out right there. Oh, the Snowflake. Oh, both of them are really low health. It's going to be a matter of like who gets the hit. And iluvbread gets it with a 5D. A lot of people actually kind of like are not expecting those sort of things like 5D from Velvet. Usually we're expecting her to throw out 5C. And I think that might have caught SKYIE-FYIRE off guard right there. Okay, iluvbread taking the first round here. And already has 2 bars. Velvet really gains a lot of meters, so you have to be very careful. At the same time, she gives a lot of meters, so it's kind of funny to see it in a mirror. Because they're just passing meters to each other. Oh, wow! iluvbread waiting for the DP! Punishing it with a JA! It's rare to see this. It's rare to see a Velvet calling out the DP. And we're going to be seeing a level 2 into a level 1. And this is going to be a conversion to a kill. Shatter C makes her fly away. Shatter B, and there you have it. iluvbread takes the first game on that one.
Have my autograph now. Player 1 wins.
And just trying to And they're flying away. By the way, it has caught my attention that we've had a $15 donation from Baker Bum. Thank you very much for your donation, Baker Bum. Increasing the price pool even further. We're getting a lot of money for this tournament. $169 is at stake. So hopefully, I don't know if SKYIE-FYIRE is paying attention, but this may boost her morale into pushing further in this tournament. Okay, a little bit of fluctuation in the ping here, but I believe iluvbread's using a VPN to connect with SKYIE-FYIRE here. Actually, when I try to use a VPN myself to play with SKYIE-FYIRE, our connection becomes a lot stabler. Like we run around less than 200 ping in most cases. I believe iluvbread is doing the same here. Or at least I hope they are. But yes, that's right. That means the payouts right now for first place is getting $100, a little bit over $100, and third place is getting $25.
Round one.
That's a huge prize pool. I don't know how we got this much money. A lot of generous people in the community. Thank you very much. But we're going to be finding out who among these players will be getting closer to thanking the players themselves. It looks like SKYIE-FYIRE's getting a little bit of the upper hand right here. Oh, nice call out with the 5D. Shatterc gets blocked and gets punished even with the 5C. iluvbread just being mindful there, not falling for any of the shenanigans. Oh, and there you go. iluvbread now taking the upper hand here, pushing Sky right here at the corner. Sky's running really low here. Has to be careful. The projectile's flying out. Trying to slide in, and iluvbread's not ready for that Shatterc. Oh no! She tried to super, but the snowflake. I think she might have thought that was an icicle. Oh no! If SKYIE-FYIRE's not careful here, she's gonna get chipped out. No punish. And then again, it's really hard. Oh no! Oh, just right spacing. And Kheydinss just decides to go for it. Just try to chip him out. By the way, yet again, another donation coming in from Black Atlas, $10. Thank you very much for supporting our players over here at the Fauna. Jesus Christ almighty. There you go, Shatterc. Oh no, yet again, iluvbread's calling it up, but it's really hard to time it. Honestly, even iluvbread himself is missing that punish with the JA for that magic eruption. What a impressive button there, JB. It's really rare to see JBs actually working out, or rather Velvet's JB in particular, hitting their opponent, most especially in this case in the Velvet Mirror. Sky trying to maintain the pressure, your 5D, but no conversion. Just throws out an icicle, maintaining the pressure. Bread wasn't expecting that Shatter A at all. Oh, and SKYIE-FYIRE can go for the kill here. Will she need to spend meter? I don't think she wanted to spend the meter there. That's why she opted for a different route. And actually, I think it's going to be paying off. Now both of them at 2 bars. This meter's gonna be really handy. The first touch may decide to... Did she just backdash an icicle? Hello? Oh, just dashing and see how aggressive this Velvet is. You love to see Velvets play like this. Oh, wow! Baits out iluvbread with that 5D and with the backdash into 5D. Maintaining the pressure, but iluvbread sees through it. Actually punishes that icicle throw out. With the 5C, this is really gonna hurt. Level 2 is on board. He's frozen. Was it gonna be Shatterc? Oh, but because of that, gets push block away. No throws are going to happen. Not much was taken from that level 2. And Sky still looking pretty good, but maybe not that good yet. Smash it! Oh, the stare down! Oh, there you go! The 5C by herself. It was a counter hit, but the drop. She's still in a prime position here. No, the Shatterc gets punished, and iluvbread will be closing it out. SKYIE-FYIRE is going home, and iluvbread moves on.
Player 1 wins.
And iluvbread. I mean, iluvbread did a wonderful job. But nonetheless, that was still pretty intense, even though it was a 2-0 in iluvbread's favor. That was certainly not just a simple match happening right there. Aggressive plays by SKYIE-FYIRE. You love to see Velvets play it aggressively. So, I respect it. I respect it a lot. Okay. Alright, with that being said, let's have the next match, which is, let's see, part of the losers top 6 as well. Okay. Yes, no worries though. SKYIE-FYIRE is sitting tied at 5th place with whomever is going to be losing in this match. It's gonna be Kama versus hitsuji, both from the Philippines. Okay, anyway, let me call on here. Hitsuji and Kama Rider. Okay, a match that is not really rare. A Paprika versus... whatchamacallit, Paprika versus Velvet. And it's really incredible that Kama's gone this far, reaching top 6. And potentially top 4 if he manages to topple down Hitsuji. We already saw an upset earlier. Kama winning against Jive. And who knows, maybe this will be another instance of that. Let's find out. As soon as these two players are ready, we're going to be seeing them hop on. Right on. But I feel the vibes from Hitsuji really motivated by this, most especially after hearing the generous contributions from our wonderful people here in the Dems Fighting Herds community. The prize pool now sitting nearly at 180. I can't numbers, help me. This is why I didn't take up math. But yes, we're nearing that 180. Dude, whenever I say 180, I'm like rethinking like, is that the right number? 180, 100. Yeah, okay, whatever. I wonder what the ping of these two players are looking to each other because, oh my lordy, what's happening to Kama's ping right now is a little bit of a spike. That doesn't seem right. Hopefully it stabilizes. That doesn't look stable quite just yet. But cross fingers for these two players. If it's severe, unfortunately, of course, we're going to have to make some when there's going to be a call for action if that's the case. Anyhow, Kama Rider versus Hitsuji using the name Glamrock Matilda. Who the hell was Matilda? Whomever that is, Hitsuji's holding that name for whomever Glamrock Matilda is. Let's go. Velvet versus Paprika. I believe Paprika is supposed to have a little bit of a tough time here. But we've seen Ryukosen try to breeze through Kama Rider's zoning. So maybe Hitsuji will be able to make his own way around Kama's zoning as well. Let's see here. Oh, and the back off from both players, just both backdashing away. But Kama just decides to go in yet again. Just quite fast. A 5C, really risky. No punish from Hitsuji, though. Again, no punish. I guess it's really hard to punish that, to be quite fair. But finally manages to open up Kama. Push right into the corner. Oh, no time to throw the gift. Okay, but trying to space it out. Kama not afraid to expend that meter very early. I mean, that is very quite fair. Velvet really gets those meter quite fast. So spending that on a cross counter as early as now is actually not a bad idea. And look at that. Even though Kama had already spent that half bar, he's pretty even when it comes to meter with Hitsuji. Oh, and Kama's getting the spacing that he wants for that Shatter State. And it looks like Hitsuji's finally decided to cross counter himself. But the cross counters, what are these cross counters in round 1? We've seen 3 cross counters already immediately, and Hitsuji gets thrown off right there. And Kama takes the first round. And the 5C. Oh, round start and pushing Hitsuji away. Oh no! He's not prepared for that altogether. Oh, that Part C calling out a backdash from Kama. Good call by Hitsuji here. No time to throw out the gift, but reads the tech roll. Going to offer a reset here. Set up. Oh, Kama throwing out a 6A. Pretty smart. But, and again, DP in front of him? Just like that? Oh my lord! The icicles just place where they're supposed to be. Oh, I believe he might have tried to flop right there, but the eruption. Hitsuji may get chipped out here if he's not careful. Oh, and he's definitely gonna be chipped out here. Kama immediately realizing that goes for the kill.
Don't be ashamed. You were beaten by the best.
Velvet wins.
All right. So with that, Kama takes the first game. Hitsuji needs to be very, very careful here. Is there like any major concerns right now? Oh, looks like both players are on the go. Is Kama Rider just a pun for grammatic correctness or also a reference to a very similar name, Kamen Rider? Huh! You know, after like nearly a year of knowing Kama Rider, that potential pun didn't cross my mind ever. We can only find out by asking Kama Rider himself. Maybe he can answer that question after this match. Hitsuji may try to prolong this match and try to advance himself forward.
You marshmallow.
Ready? Fight.
Mercy round start. And Hitsuji just not able to respond to that. Oh gosh. The spacing. Oh, and looks like Hitsuji finally managed to get the opening yet again, but that fruit is just not placed where he wants it to be. Misses the grab, but gets the punish on that Shatter C. The right spacing for 2C. Or rather, just in the right distance for 2C. And throw out the gift, but ready to read that tech roll just in case. Just going to make sure to keep him the corner and the kiss reset. There you go. And finally Hitsuji getting his groove. Taking his first round of this set.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, and ducks right through that 5C. Manages to get in with the cart A. And again, the fruit setup. And just always, Hitsuji's really good at dealing with these tech rolls. All these players are showing some good responses to tech rolls. Ryukosen, Hitsuji. Need to learn that myself. Okay, but it looks like Hitsuji can just go for the kill right here now if he wants to. And yes, after that flop TK into super. Or there's really no need to TK it, actually, never mind. But yeah, just because it's only the first hit. And there we go, perfect KO. Hitsuji takes his game convincingly, and now both of them going to be having a bout on game number 3, the last game for these two players. It's smooth. Okay. The thing is, I believe what might have caught Hitsuji off guard from the first game is Kama's aggressiveness. The thing is, like, again, it's quite... when you think of a Velvet, you just generally think they are going to play a bit more defensive or passive. Like, throw out icicles, try to keep the distance. But Kama Rider's been showing a lot of aggressive round start options like Shatter C, 5C, and once he does put out those icicles, it just goes in. And I think that what might have caught Hitsuji off guard, might have already made the adjustments for the second game, and Kama might want to try to strike a balance of like how he places it out. And immediately, as I say that, just backdashes 2B, wants to play the space, but goes back right immediately for the aggression. Has to be a bit more mindful of when to throw this Shatter Seas because Hitsuji's already showing that he can block these. No punish on that fruit eat. But manages to open him up anyway with that t-shirt. Oh, the mash out! Oh, but drops it. Trying to stagger it. Oh, but unable to convert after the first hit of the stagger. Oh, just a super jump. Trying to call out the DP, I presume. And Kama's gonna die right over here.
KO.
That does a lot of damage. Hitsuji now at match point.
Round 2.
But I like that Kama's making some slight adjustments already. There you go, time to space it out this time. And there you go, he disengages. That's just as I'm saying. You want to make these decisions, like, you don't always want to go too ham on your opponent. Oh, he just immediately goes for the cross counter, the DP, but no! Hitsuji's seen that already. He goes for the teleseek immediately. Probably, it covers both, even if Kama had decided to go for an icicle. Oh, and there you go. I like that Kama's trying to show DP more in neutral. Oh, was that a reset? Wasn't paying attention to the combo counter. But this is going to hurt anyway. Level 2. Are you going for it? It might actually kill. It does! And Hitsuji showing the adjustments even after Kama showed a strong start. Unfortunately for Kama, he's going goodbye. Tied at 5th place. 5th place? Yeah, 5th place. I almost got lost there myself. Yeah, tied at 5th place. And that means Hitsuji will be moving to the loser semi along with iluvbread. But I think it's time for us to see winner's final. And you know what that means? It's going to be first to threes. Well, I mean, loser semi later will be actually just first to 2 still. Yeah, Hitsuji's in. And I think this loser semi fight is going to be pretty intense because the prize pool is only divided among the top 3 players. So, 4th place isn't actually going to get a prize money here. Although, I did I did promise earlier that the 4th place player will be getting an art request from me, and that's not much, by the way, but not a request from me, so that at least the 4th place sir will be getting something. That is if they want it. Okay, but anyhow, money for a computer versus money for what is Pekora. Oh lordy. So oh okay, I see how that's gonna go. Alright, but Tailnic and Ryukosen seem to be going to be very happy because both of them are guaranteed to get surprise money. But, you know, you gotta keep fighting for this. Ryukosen versus Tailnic. Ryukosen's already inside. He seems ecstatic to see this. Rather to get started with this fight. It looks like Tailnic is already in as well. Okay. So, they're ready. Both of them can get started. Ryukosen, the top Oleander of Oceania versus Tailnic, the top Tianhuo of Asia. Going to be seeing it. Excuse me. Yeah, we okay, here's the thing, alright? We would have made a 4th place payout had we expected that we might be getting like this much money. We didn't expect to get this much donation from a lot of you all wonderful people. So this is something we'll have to keep in mind in the future. And we'll try to make some precautions for this because it's huge money. But thank you very much for thank you very much for caring for our players and trying to support them. We really appreciate it. Okay, with that out of the way though, the matches started Ryukosen versus Tailnic, and Tailnic
Now it's my turn.
already gotten hit, sent away, and Ryukosen with 3 stocks of magic. Not looking good for Tailnic until he gets that opening. Okay, but 3 stocks of magic on the board. Maybe 2-2D is an idea, but oh, Ryukosen actually fakes it out initially, but now finally decides to go for it, and Tailnic is just playing overtly cautious. Get an eye out for it. Ash. Oh, tries to go for the cross-up with the JA. Blocks this 6C. Just not in range to punish it, but Tailnic very, very aggressive. Just jumps right in and volcanic dashes. Ryukosen already looking low here. Teleports away. J2C. Oh, and trying to contest the airspace, but Tailnic yet again playing patiently there. He gets a snag ahead on Ryukosen there. Takes the first round despite the seemingly good start for Ryukosen on that round. Oh wow, that JB range. Someone kind of nerf that, please. No, I'm joking. But I was at the... Oh, and there you go. Tailnic's not afraid to spend that meter for cross canter, even though he loses a chance to level 2 right there. Ryukosen, he's gonna go immediately for that. He wants that Fred out. Most especially Tailnic's already a round lead. And the earlier you call out Fred, the more chance you may be able to get meter as the round progresses. 6C, instant block by Tailnic because of the tech roll, not in range to punish. I mean, Fred is out as well. Really hard to know what you can punish or cannot punish once Fred is out. Oh no! Had he pressed JC there, or maybe JA, would have punished that 70 JC. Instant block that. Oh, the JC actually connects, and Tailnic is going to be very low here. Not yet going to be quite the kill, but Ryukosen might actually like this because he may get some more meter. Tailnic might want to opt out a hard knockdown, and there you go, he does. Good decision making right there. No time to anti-air there. Good awareness by Ryukosen. Oh no, but he jumped right there. Has to be careful. You may want to be in a position to 6A. Jumping a lot can be problematic. Oh no! And Tailnic snags the hit. He has meter. A lot of them. And he's going to go for the kill right here. Level 2. Just to be sure. Okay, and there we go. Tailnic actually goes for the kill. Keep in mind, this is a first to 3, so...
Do not let defeat be the end.
Time is not nigh yet. But yeah, it was really looking good for Ryukosen there for a bit. But I think that maybe the jumps there by Ryukosen was putting him in a position where he couldn't really deal much with Tailnic's fly because Tailnic was just flying over him. And I think you might be the only way you can really try to challenge that was with a J2C if you're in the air with a smite. But you're also running the risk of getting punished because of the startup. So Tailnic can just press a JA somewhere there. And I believe that's why maybe Ryukosen would have been in better position had he just stayed on the ground and stopped jumping a lot. But again, can be kind of, what you call this, the pressure is right there. Oh, yet again, see that. The jumps. It's making it a little bit difficult for him to deal with this situation. Have a lot of anti-airs here. You may want to crouch 2B if you're not too confident with your 6A. 2-2D. Tries to set up there. The JB, after the double jump, actually catches Tailnic there. That's a hard knockdown, and Tailnic wasn't prepared for that. I actually thought he could have tech rolled there. The B-dash, I think that's what Ryukosen's always been afraid of. That's why he was unwilling to put himself in a position to 6A. But the thing is, like, after super jump and then volcanic dash, if you're crouching, actually volcanic dash won't be in range. What teleport did he go for that he got grabbed by Tailnic? That bash was definitely a misinput. Try to air dash JB there, and Ryukosen's gonna get around because of this. There you go. Meter and a half. Next touch, or maybe 2 more touches, depending on which touch happens. We'll get Ryukosen Fred out. Trying to contest the air. Tries to 6A there, but the bash not punished. Oh, and there you go, the counter hit. But Tailnic went for the V-dash. He probably didn't think that he got the hit. There may be a delay between these two players. Oh, we tried to frame trap with the launcher? Ballsy. But Tailnic just decides to cross canter anyway, so not a huge punish. Or rather, there wasn't really a punish at all. But got this hit. And I think Ryukosen will be fine not spending his meter here, even if he gets this hit versus Tailnic. Yep, he opts out to try to get magic instead. Try to draw it out for Tailnic, or rather against Tailnic. And this is fine for Ryukosen. Yes, Tailnic takes the round, but he still has the meter
You're not
saved
a
up
warrior
for Fred
yet.
for this
You
last
have
round.
much to
However,
learn.
this goes the same for Tailnic, as Tailnic has 2 bars of meter, and
Final round.
yeah, Tianhuo really hurts once she has that level 2 because of how Volcanic Ash does so much damage. And there you go, Tailnic gets the first hit. But he might opt out for a hard knockdown here instead. Oh, not with this setup. That's a level 2. Yep. Soft knockdown. What's the setup? This actually disengages and it's fine to reset to neutral. And finally, Ryukosen showing that anti-air. Fred is coming out and he's going to haunt you. See there. I tries to grab that good evade by Tailnic, timing that 7D, but not this one. You can't avoid this one. This is what you get for flying too much. Yet again! Tailnic has to stop flying around here, and finally, as soon as he's like, I'm gonna stop flying, Ryukosen goes in with the schmicks and takes the round off of Tailnic. Here we are, 1-1.
Have the time or crayons to teach you how to fight.
Oleander wins.
Dang. Pretty intense. Just Ryukosen denying Tailnic a lot of his flights. The thing is that command grab that charged 2D with Fred, it just reaches pretty much as far as 6A, and it's a command grab. It really covers a wide range. So it's Tianhuo, like, you may be tempted to like fly around to avoid Fred shenanigans, but Fred can still reach you out there. So flying is not really going to be that reliable. That's not to say that flying is a bad option altogether, but you may want to reconsider.
Ready? Fight.
Oops, I made a mistake. Oops, that's my bad. Okay, I'm sorry, that was bad transition. Anyhow, Ryukosen's getting the first hits on Tailnic here, and Tailnic's already at half a health. That J2C counter hit as well is going to give Ryukosen a lot. Well, not a lot of meter yet because he couldn't continue that combo any further. But as Tailnic's going for this combo, he's actually giving Ryukosen a lot of meter. Off knockdown, just goes for the 2A. Tailnic's showing a little bit more of these 2As. J2C just not quite in the spacing for that. Falling buttons aren't really that good, most especially if your opponent lands first. Oh, and Tailnic's already evening out the health. Push block. And we're back to neutral. Just trying to keep him away, but the 6A gets baited. And Tailnic goes in on that, responding to the whiff 6A. Punishes Ryukosen for that. And KO.
Do not let defeat be the end.
Yeah, sorry about that transition earlier. A little bit of a mishap, but however, dash in 5A, backdash 5B, both are not in range of each other. Pointing each other, and just Ryukosen playing aggressively there, goes in with a J2C, gets spread out. Converts from this. Tailnic is not going to want to tech here. Yep. Oh, but gets hit by the J2C. Still not deciding to tech the B-dash. Very ballsy call right there by Tailnic. But that's going to make him end up dead. But the problem now here for Ryukosen is while he indeed was able to take this round, he wasn't really able to get that much meter as well. So Tailnic pretty much practically already at 3 bars, while Ryukosen doesn't even have a bar to work with. So, huge meter disadvantage. And Tailnic's just playing it around. He's much more willing to take the risk, because this is pretty much like how you make your decisions. Like, you become a little bit more comfortable making risks because you have the meter advantage. But look at that! Ryukosen's not gonna let Tailnic just get away with flight shenanigans and finally throwing out some anti-airs. 5C mistimed it for the meaty. Oh, but the air grab! Probably mashing the push block right there unintentionally. Cross canter. Try to relieve himself from pressure. J2C, the chase! And looks like Ryukosen will not be needing Fred for this one. Calls out the 7D. And there you have it. Ryukosen taking it. 2-1. Wait, no, sorry. Not taking it. 2-1. Is now having the lead 2-1 with just one more game before he sits in grand finals. Will Tailnic be able to make a comeback here. Tailnic needs to win 2 games straight. Otherwise, they'll have to wait a loser's final. So a lot of good callouts there by Ryukosen. Going for the hard knockdown, putting a lot of pressure on Tailnic, like making him be a bit more worried about what would be the meaty option by Ryukosen. Like, because it's like after hard knockdown, there's a lot of things that are stacked there. And that's why Tailnic just got pressured and pressed 7D right there. And Ryukosen, very aware of this, just goes with the J2C. Trying it again. Oh, here you go, the mix-up. But the JA, no conversion from that. It's really hard to convert out of JAs. The bash gets push blocked, so unfortunately Ryukosen's unable to punish that one. The JBs, and Tailnic's just resetting pressure altogether, but once Ryukosen stopped push blocking, he wasn't sure anymore. Grabs gets tech, good tech out right there. Oh no, the jump! Oh, it then just smacks that V-dash. Yeah, that's not really a good spot to V-dash if your opponent's already landing. Perhaps trying to call out an air push block from Ryukosen right there. Oh, the trap actually sets Ryukosen for something great. Unfortunately, a drop right there, but it's not that much of a big deal. Oh, the proper spacing with 5B. It's really hard to convert from there, however. Oh, absolute guards that even, but doesn't matter much because Tailnic's gonna get the hit anyhow. He's not going to spend a meter here. He wants to save it up. Especially he's low. I'm not sure if that 2D was intentional, but it probably confused Ryukosen to the point that he wasn't able to block the 2A. Oh, and the microfly responds to that tech roll forward. And now Ryukosen is the one, the low life. Actually, Tailnic might be willing to spend, yes, his bar here for the level 2 just to get the kill. Knocking Ryukosen out, but Ryukosen has a lot of meter to work with. He may be able to save it up to the point like if he wins the second round, he may have enough for round 3 anyhow. So this is still not so bad for Ryukosen, but he has to work this one pretty hard. Gets him hit with a 5A. Interesting. Oh, the far-reaching JB! And Tailnic wants the mid-screen play right here. How is he gonna do this? Light JC reads the tech roll. And they convert. Hard knockdown. It's the mix. It's JC. Tries to 3D to call out an air button from Ryukosen, but Ryukosen just opts out to teleport D. And there you go, Fred is coming out. 6C. Tailnic is unable to block that one. The bouncing back and forth. Is Ryukosen gonna teleport in? No, he just puts out the epilogue, putting more pressure on Tailnic. Yes, he got the hit, but epilogue is out. He can't really continue there. Oh, Ryukosen missing the punish, but he puts him in a very good spot, pushing Tailnic into that epilogue, stealing more meter from him. Even though he's not yet quite there for level 2, he's got a really good spot to work with. Oh, tries to J2C, but Tailnic finally opting to play aggressive there. Tailnic may opt out to go for a soft knockdown. Interesting. Playing confident here. Oh, the air grab! Teleport B is what Ryukosen decided to go for, trying to mix up Tailnic. Tailnic, good awareness, however. You see 6B in the convert! He converted immediately from that! The awareness from these players. And Ryukosen snacks a hit from Tailnic here. Tailnic opting to fly again. Uses a 2D to try to fly away there. Oh no. And Ryukosen might have overextended here. Tailnic's gonna go for level 2 to burn out Fred. Oh, but the drop! Now it's not looking good. Oh no! It's a respawn! The drop yet again! Nerves are happening! The crash is probably not intended! But this isn't not over yet. Trying to get the 2A. Disengage J2C. Oh no, he up backs. And the patience from Tailnic blocking that. And unfortunately for Ryukosen, he's gonna lose that round. You can feel it. The nerves from the players. A lot of those aren't really good calls, basically. Whiffing a crash, not responding to level 2 Ash, a block, dropping the combos left and right. When things are at stake, this is what happens. Yeah. It's not over though. This is last game for both players. This will decide it. Tennis shoes.
Slow works too.
Will tennis shoes be carrying Ryukosen for this one? Oh, and Tailnic gets the first hit on Ryukosen here. And it's a JC starter. So he's going to get as much damage as he wants here. Crash. Set up. Try to 2A. But Ryukosen goes for the JA. Unfortunately, doesn't really have that good of a vertical reach. Or rather, doesn't really hit that much to the ground. Or towards the ground. Tries to 6A, but a little bit too late there. Probably because he was in the air. B-dash. Oh, yet again gets smacked down with a J2C. And Ryukosen's going for this routing to get as much meter as he can. The 2C catching Tailnic off guard. Tailnic probably wanted to jump in there. Right, it's all at 6A. Tailnic's getting rid of the traps. This is good. Trying to make sure Ryukosen doesn't control too much space. The push block actually makes Ryukosen a lot in a safer position. But the 3D actually connects. And here we have it. May actually opt out just for a soft knockdown here still. Or DJB not ready to block the second one. Push block, and Ryukosen teleports out, but Tailnic air dashing at the right moment. Just as Ryukosen thought that Tailnic was going towards the corner, he gets surprised with a JB. Or is it a JC? I might have missed it. There you go, the anti-air. He might fall Fred out here early. Yep, lets it roll out for a bit, gets as much damage. Since the JD's not maxed out anyhow. Oh, but jumping a lot. And Tailnic's actually avoiding the Fred swipes. But not this one. He's gonna get grabbed sunken to the ground. Oh, but that's... The JD was too high. The 2C doesn't connect. Yet again, 2C, 5C. That yet again, too high. But it doesn't matter if he keeps getting the resets. But maybe it does matter a bit. Because he's... doesn't have meter now to work with. Tailnic with level 2 to work with. Will Ryukosen even allow him to use this though? The drops? Oh, the JB by Tailnic, and yet again he goes in. Level 2 on deck. Oh, immediately goes for hard knockdown. V-dash gets blocked. V-dash doesn't get blocked this time because of the push block. Crash. Oh, the double air dash. JB, but he missed it, put it into the crash. Oh my gosh, the altitude that Tailnic's working with and the air movement is going to allow him to drop his combo, but he's gonna get a kill here very soon. Cross counter, yes, that's the right call. Oh, the 2C gets punished by that. Oh, not in time, unfortunately. While Ryukosen had the call, it wasn't fast enough. And Tailnic actually takes the game 3-2. So Tailnic will be sitting in the grand final. It's not over for Ryukosen yet, however. So we'll be seeing him more after we see the fight in loser semi. But Tailnic going to be waiting to see who's going to come up and face him in the grand finals. Meanwhile, let's see the fight between hitsuji and iluvbread. It's basically another Filipino matchup. Shoot. I'm sorry, I'm typing a little bit slow. There you go. I've pinged the players and I'm just waiting for them to hop right on. This is loser semi. So keep in mind this is a first to 2. This is first to 2. This is not a final. Okay, Hitsuji's already in, waiting for iluvbread to go in. Or maybe not. Hitsuji also vanished for a bit. Okay. Alright, it looks like both of them are in. So, iluvbread versus Hitsuji. So, wait, how many matches of Hitsuji have we seen on stream? Did we already see Hitsuji's matches on stream? We saw... No, actually, we haven't seen his games on stream yet. Not once. So... What's one? I believe we haven't actually. 1, 2. And I don't think we've seen Hitsuji's game on stream yet. Oops! Before I forget. There you go.
Ready?
Him and Sky. No, it was iluvbread versus Sky earlier. The match versus Sky and Hitsuji wasn't streamed. Anyhow, here we are, iluvbread versus Hitsuji. Sometimes we just call iluvbread Pandesal because he also uses that handle on Discord. Pandesal being a type of bread. Hitsuji is already maintaining the pressure here versus iluvbread. But iluvbread is actually able to get out of the corner for a bit. Chattersea gets blocked, but because of the icicle setup, makes it really safe. iluvbread just making sure his setups are, even when blocked, is making sure that he's safe and able to do some chip damage to his opponent. This is a good, or rather a sound, game plan for Velvet. It's something that maybe other Velvet players would like to keep in mind. Like, trying to play with safe setups with your icicles. And try to work around with chip damage. Oh, the flop actually calls out there. Oh, the very delayed JC catching iluvbread off guard there.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright, dashes in 5B. Nothing much happening right there. With a whiff, 5C doesn't get whiff punished though. Going to be a setup here for a broccoli. Tries to race through it. Nothing much happening. Oh no! iluvbread not paying attention. Forgot that there was a fruit underneath him. There's also a brief frame there of a whiff grab. Probably trying to push block anything along the way. An immediate level 2. Doesn't even make it roll out. Oh, goes for the reset. Oh, Dashin trying to bait out the throw with the DP. Oh, it goes for the DP on wake up anyhow. Oh, the drop right there. But Hitsuji is probably going to die right over here because iluvbread with a wonderful conversion off of that 5D using the wind. Actually drops a combo at the end there, probably due to the JD adjustments. Oh, but that is safe. And Hitsuji may regret using that super, not just because that costed him the round, but that meter could have been useful for this final round. Alright, push black on that. Oh there, oh lordy. And then, okay, finally iluvbread's able to take their turn back right here.
Don't touch.
Oh wow! The immediate conversion from the Shatter A! But not much damage. Right there. Oh, and there you go. Not enough meter to go for level 1 though. Or will he get it? He gets it actually just at the brink moment when he needed it. iluvbread was able to get enough meter to go for the kill versus Hitsuji there and gets game number 1. Alright, yeah, Hitsuji versus Kama was... No, wait, what? Hitsuji versus Kama? What? That didn't happen. Oh wait, yeah, it just did. Never, yeah, because this is loser semi. I'm sorry. Yeah, in losers top 6 earlier. I'm sorry. I'm doing a lot of things. I'm doing a lot of things. Cut me some slack. You want me to go to bed? I'll end stream here right now.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay, but here we go. And the setup with the pot. Oh, tries to stagger with that. Maybe, hopefully catching iluvbread off guard, but Hitsuji loses the momentum there because iluvbread was being patient right there. Oh, the card A was really risky, but just in time not to get hit by the icicle. Oh, tries to 2C right there. Oh, the nice catch on the backdash. And now we're going to be seeing a fruit setup reset with the command grab. Spacing it out. Just make sure there's the pressure from the cinnamon roll. Yet again, tries to JC there. Oh, no punish on that cart B. Probably scared to press any buttons due to the fruit underneath. And again, Hitsuji getting a lot of damage right here. This is actually going to be enough for a kill. I don't think he needed that super. But regardless, what's important, Hitsuji was able to take the round off of iluvbread here. But Bread's got a lot of meter. Probably the first hit he gets is immediately going to convert that into a super or level 2. So you do not want to be saving up that much meter, not expending it on anything. Good delay tech roll there. Making sure he gets the spacing. Doesn't confirm, unfortunately. Oh, misses the tele-C! Potentially could have gotten the punish right there. But didn't get it. Backs off away. Oh, the backdash actually evades it just in time. Alright, the 2C. And actually chasing iluvbread right there. That's looking pretty good. Oh, and there you go. Level 1. Not gonna be enough. DP? Nope. Oh, no! When Hitsuji tried to chase for that, he actually whiffed it. Oh, but the card A manages to catch Hitsuji there. Or rather, Hitsuji manages to catch iluvbread there. Alright. So there's still going to be a few more match. This is going to be the final match. Game number 3. We'll decide who goes into the top 3. Will Pekara be receiving some money from iluvbread and Super Chat? Or will Hitsuji be able to increase his fundings for his PC?
There will be no snuggles here.
This game
Round 1.
will determine it.
Fight.
Oh, the double cart C. Or rather, the double JC. And again, the setup. But iluvbread just push blocking at the right times here. Oh, the flop! What a decision by Hitsuji there. So risky. Hitsuji's jumping a lot, probably trying to make sure that he doesn't get caught by eruption. However, iluvbread's just responding with up back as well on wake up because Hitsuji hasn't been showing enough 2As. And slowly, Hitsuji's getting a little bit chipped out, but finds a way in. Oh no! iluvbread preemptively push blocks. This is why you want to sometimes show AB push block instead of BC, because look at that, what happened. Like, preemptive push block right there. allowed Hitsuji to go for a counter hit because Suji was actually waiting patiently. And whereas iluvbread was trying to preemptively push block. The thing is, if you use AB instead for your push blocks in places like that, you're going to get 2A instead because there's you're not really in block stun, so push block doesn't come out. With BC, the throw's gonna come out instead, which is a little bit scarier at that range. Nevertheless, iluvbread is gonna go on hard here on Hitsuji. Oh, good tech. Oh, what? Hitsuji's the one who's able to get the grab on iluvbread right here. Oh, conversion from the snowflake. Okay, yet another grab. What on earth is happening? Hitsuji's gonna go for a lot of resets here. That's what he's going to want to do. Most especially... Oh, no, he actually goes for the super that doesn't connect. Oh, no, and iluvbread's gonna convert off of this.
It's over now.
And here we go again. This situation, we've seen this before, but the outcome is probably going to be unique. Oh, Hitsuji with the immediate teleport B, catching iluvbread off guard. Corner carry throws out the apple, but unable to grab the tech roll. But this is all good because the 2B actually connects. And finally, he's going to get a level 1, maybe even a level 2. He's going out for it. Might even get the other level 1. Look at how much damage has been dealt. What is Suji going to do? 2A? Converts right off of it. It's not yet death, but goes for the chip out. Perfect KO. And Hitsuji is moving forward. Pekora, unfortunately, is not going to get her super chat money from iluvbread. But don't worry, she's got a lot of fans. She'll be fine. Anyhow, this means Hitsuji should remain right over here. Okay. So, I am aware that the stream's dropping a lot of frames, is it not? The stream's dropping a lot of frames, right? Unfortunately, yeah. I feel like I've found out that restreaming it on YouTube... By the way, this is being streamed on both Twitch and YouTube. If you are here on... if you're here over at Twitch, you can check our YouTube channel over there. We're going to be doing something with that channel more in the future. I believe the stream is dropping frames occasionally, so apologies for that. But it seems like restreaming it is dropping frames, so we may have to make some changes in the future regarding this. In any case, right now though, we'll have to move forward with this. I don't think it's that severe anyhow, but we'll try our best to make sure the quality, the stream quality will be much better in the future. In this case though, Suji will now be facing Ryukosen in the losers final. So hop on right in, Ryukosen. Let me ping this good boy. Reminder, this is now losers final. This is going back to a first to 3. Okay. No one's updating the bracket. I'll do it. Yeah, it's really hard to multitask it this much. I'll do it. Yep, so you're going to find out what are our plans in the future, though. This probably is giving people some ideas. Hint, hint. Oh, shoot. I may have made a mistake. Okay, so thank you for bringing up the bracket. Now we have actually updated the bracket. So, iluvbread. I may have to move it myself. Oh, never mind. There you go. Yep. First to 3. Better prep that Pekora art for you. Okay, I guess I'll be drawing Pekora. Yes, so thank you for your participation, Pandesal. I love bread. You are now 4th place. That means your prize is a Pekora art for me. Yeah, it's first to 3. Yeah. This is loser's final. Let's go. Okay. Players are trying to have a consensus on the stage. They're discussing it, and looks like they'll be selecting a specific stage for their match. Part of our rulings, it is okay to choose a stage manually if both players are in an agreement. However, otherwise the default should be random day only for our matches. Just like to bring that up, but in case some people may be concerned. Right now, though, there's no issue because both players have made a consensus with this. Anyhow, Hitsuji versus Ryukosen. The actual first prize that was after. I mean, my art is dog shit, so.
I like her.
Anyhow, here we are. Hitsuji versus Ryukosen, losers final. Let's see how this rolls. And Ryukosen getting the first hit on Hitsuji there after a little bit of a lot of whiffed attacks from each other. Instant blocks from Hitsuji here. Unfortunately, that 2A was not in range because of that spacing. Hitsuji actually opting that instant block and trying to punish aggression from Ryukosen there. So, thing is, if you instant block Chapter Trap, Oleander actually becomes -1 if they're doing it as part of their string. So looky here, Ryukosen is getting exactly what he wants right now. The position, going to throw out. Oh, a J2C connected with that. Oh, no punish on the card A! And actually, Hitsuji mashes out after that 6B. Just the right call. Perhaps good placement by Ryukosen there. It did get blocked, but it actually prevented Hitsuji from moving forward and takes his turn. But nevertheless, Hitsuji is able to squeeze his way. Anyhow, teleport B by Ryukosen, but no buttons. Just wanting to get off of pressure. Oh, X to throw. Nothing done right there. Oh, the teleport! Actually, I'm not sure if that was an actual whiff punish, but Ryukosen just basically evaded Hitsuji's button right there.
Round 2.
And teleport is behind him. Nothing personal. Ryukosen doesn't quite have the meter yet, but he's gonna get it right here now. But the question is, will he be able to use it? And at this point, he may reconsider, may not even want to use it just yet. Because Hitsuji has the pressure on Ryukosen right now. Oh, and finally, Ryukosen decides to press 2B. What a good call. Most especially with the fruit underneath him. Calling out Hitsuji's jumping attack. Teleport? Nope, just stares right at him. Dash in and... gimme. Baits the throw right there. Teleport? There you go. Oh, nice call! Yes, Hitsuji was also expecting the teleport and responds immediately with a card B, the hardest call out. Because he was charging that means. Oh no, the cross up! But Hitsuji also missed the Oki. Ryukosen just mashing it out from there. Ryukosen is in a tight spot. Oh no, but Hitsuji's trying to throw out a gift. Have to be mindful that Ryukosen can teleport at any moment because he has a bunch of magic stocks right there. This is getting pretty close, pretty intense. But Ryukosen manages to close out the first game. It was looking pretty close though. Had Hitsuji played a little bit more patient there. Throwing out the gifts. For Paprika, throwing out gifts at a range is generally how you'd like to do it, unless you've knocked down your opponent. But the thing is, with you're fighting a character like Oleander or even Velvet, and most especially if Oleander has magic stocks, she can teleport in on you, leaving you wide open. Stocks right underneath that jigsaw. Oh, there's the push block for OS to throw as well. Oh wow, the spacing by Ryukosen, just waiting that run in by Hitsuji. And from there on, he pushes Hitsuji into the corner. Going for the... Oh, not really responding to that air tech, but manages to keep it safe anyway. That JB actually prevented that car A. And Ryukosen is going to want a lot of magic stocks here. There you go, that really tight conversion to get 2 stocks of magic. And here, Ryukosen seems very happy.
Logical outcome, really.
With Hitsuji not having meter to work with, and himself moving towards that level 2. He's just going to J2C away. Yes, he's going to want to play this a little bit safe-ish, find an opening, wait for Hitsuji to make a mistake, because that's the best way to go on about it, but not aware that Hitsuji's in prime position to 2C. But the stare down works out for Ryukosen. Gets the throw, and even stealing a lot of meter from Hitsuji more. While throwing out the epilogue for the space. Responds to the tech throw, but forgets that the epilogue is in place. And finally, Ryukosen decides it's time to call out the demon. Right from Love-Nomadic here. Oh, even Hitsuji falls for the tight grab of Fred.
Oleander wins.
Probably was trying to be cautious of Ryukosen's teleport, because Ryukosen was just trying to jump back and forth, which pretty much is Ryukosen threatening a teleport B for a quick cross-up, which probably pressured Hitsuji to jump forward, because if you're trying to avoid to deal with teleports to you, one of the easiest ways to deal with that is to jump forward. But by that, again, Ryukosen took advantage of that and just throws out the charge grab with Fred. All Ryukosen needs now is just to close this game, and he's going to face Tailnic once more. Will Hitsuji prevent that by winning 3 games in a row? This is a stellar start. Or perhaps not after that drop, but by counter-hitting that whiff throw and resetting with the cart C, Hitsuji's looking pretty good yet again. No response to that backdash. Tries to anti-air that J2C, but not fast enough. Players are responding a little bit sluggish versus each other. AA tries to chase with the JC, 6A connects and closes it up. There we go, the cancel out the t-shirt, and Ryukosen's going to die in the first round with not much meter. Now again, this is looking really good for Hitsuji, as Ryukosen's behind with the meter. Made sure that he's got a lot of those resets, thus unable to convert off of that. Probably didn't have a charge. This is why a lot of Paprika players, or a lot of players who just play charge characters, generally say just always charge. It becomes really hard to convert off of certain attacks without the charge. Oh! Delays it, but no mix-up with from Hitsuji. Probably because of the broccoli underneath. He wanted the 2A, but finally realizes that he can't with the broccoli down there. Oh, but Ryukosen is going to die with the broccoli underneath him. And Hitsuji is not letting up.
Paprika wins.
So game number 4 is going to be seen. Maybe Hitsuji can take this back. Hitsuji's realizing that, yes, I got a prize money, but I could get possibly more. A lot of resets done by Hitsuji. I think because of this, Ryukosen is going to be a little bit more aware of resets and try to evade them or try to respond to the attempts as much as possible for this game. It's basically how the mind game works. Like if you dominate a set, rather not a set, but a game like that, you pretty much keep your opponent in the minds of like being aware of that. Look at that. See, already we see Ryukosen responding to that. Any type of reset and mix-ups there. Ryukosen's just trying to play patient this time. Keeping an eye of like what Hitsuji's going for. Oh, but not this one. Okay, he actually tried to respond to the reset by mashing with 5A, which would have actually worked had there not been a fruit underneath him. As I'm saying, it's already working out, and Hitsuji should capitalize on this at the same time. Like, with Ryukosen being overtly cautious, he should go for strings that are a bit safer instead. And like that, see, catches Ryukosen off guard. That was just a 2A. So Ryukosen was trying to up back there somewhat, or for some reason. There you go, and Hitsuji takes a round. This time, not in the best conditions compared to the previous setting, but nevertheless a good one. Oh, immediately goes for the flop, but Ryukosen playing cautiously as well himself. They convert to get 2 stocks of magic, and Hitsuji's seen this before. Oh no! Ryukosen tried to 2-2D, might have misinputted, just gets a normal read. The reset with the fruit and teleport. Ryukosen's not looking too shabby here. He had to spend that bar for the cross counter just to relieve pressure off of him. I think that was a wise decision. A lot of Oleander players tend to go with my precious on their meter, not wanting to expend it just because they want Fred out. But here you see how it pays out for Ryukosen, and now he's in a position to throw out Fred just because he cross-countered that situation earlier. Very important. Alright, Epilogue is out. J2C. Oh no! Ryukosen is able to respond there. And good awareness by Hitsuji yet again. He's aware. Oh no! Not good enough! He didn't want that direction. He wanted the other way around for his level 1. So the thing is, Hitsuji actually adjusted his combo there just to make sure he doesn't hit Epilogue, and went for the level 2, tried to go for the super just to knock down Ryukosen onto the basket. Unfortunately, Hitsuji made a fatal error of going the other way around with the super and hits the Epilogue. I don't think he wanted that direction. He wanted the coming from the right side of the screen. And with this, because of that, Hitsuji's not in a good spot anymore. He doesn't have the meter. He gets baited with that shimmy jump throw bait. Oh, and even combos him into that Epilogue. Good response with the 5B. No conversion because of the Epilogue placement. Ryukosen's capitalizing on this Epilogue as much as he can. Perfect teleport. This is what I mean by Ryukosen capitalizing on it. And Fred is out. Ryukosen's not even going to make sure Hitsuji doesn't get a lick of meter. Cancels it immediately to Fred. But Hitsuji with the instant blocks and the response with that 2C. Just on point, but this is not enough. Flop. Yes, you get the hard knockdown here, but Fred is still out. 2-2D is on stack. Oh, but Ryukosen doesn't go for it. And Hitsuji actually playing patiently there. Notices that Ryukosen doesn't go for it. Catches Ryukosen off guard. So now it's 2-2. Game number 5, boyos. And girlios. Gender equality. Everyone... I'm pretty sure we have a wide variety of audience here. But then this is looking really intense. They're not letting up. They want to get up there. Winners final was also reach game 5. Losers final is also going to reach game 5. It looks like we're going to reach maximum games here. Are we? Let's find out if the grand final is also going to be that case. Oh shoot, I made a mistake yet again. I'm so sorry. I'll just use this. Thank you. All right. But it looks like Ryukosen... It's a little bit of the life lead, but no magic. Uses that one that he got immediately, which catches Hitsuji off guard because of that. Instant blocks the J2. See? Hitsuji's going crazy with the instant blocks today. Oh, and the response with the anti-air. Good call there. Even though Ryukosen blocks it, it was a good call. Just making sure that Ryukosen doesn't have the initiative in the pressure. And Hyo's going to push Ryukosen into the corner here, and Ryukosen seems alright with that! The teleport C actually connects! Tries to reset with the fruit and catches that teleport B. Hitsuji is hyper aware of the teleport Bs. It's not gonna happen. It's old school. Oleander doesn't work anymore with this high octane players. Drop right there because it wasn't in range. Tries to stagger with the shirt. Good spacing. Hitsuji decides to disengage this time. Oh, both players really spacing it out. By mindful! Wow! Ryukosen slides over, or rather hops over Hitsuji's 2B. Getting a whiff punish off of that. Push block. Oh. I like that. Hitsuji was aware of the trap. Ryukosen wanted to count on that, but... Oh, the double jump! Actually getting the JB right there. Oh! Dash! Punish with 5B. Oh no! What happened? Did Hitsuji just... Oh no! Or is it me? Oh no! This is possibly the worst case scenario ever. This is the worst possible situation ever. So even Ryukosen is confused. He's asking if it's Hitsuji crash, and Hitsuji is also unsure. He's asking what's happening in the tournament chat. What's happened? He said it wasn't him, but he vanished in the game lobby. His game is still open according to his Steam status. Oh lord. Oh no. This is the worst possible situation ever. Okay, now give me a moment please while I try to clear up what's happening with the players. So I'm going to be consulting them. Hitsuji, what's happened on your end? Because Ryukosen's still in the lobby, so something strange is going on. When I look at Hitsuji's status on Discord and on Steam, his game hasn't crashed. It's still open. It's still open. Okay, I'm still consulting the players. Please give me a while. So, while I'm making sure what's happening with the players, I'd like to take this chance to let everyone know that, well, I don't want to talk about a match arena anymore, but because I think we've gotten a lot of support already from the players. I really, from the people in the community, I really would like to extend my appreciation once more. Because of everyone's support and generosity, we've almost reached $180 total for our prize pool. But what I want to talk about is a bit of Fauna, because this is our first tournament that's partnered with Matcherino, so definitely we're going to be, what should I call this? We're going to be moving forward and trying to work with tournaments like these in the future. So we're going to be having more of these. It's not the end. Don't really think this is Hitsuji's fault. Yeah, I believe this may be a bug because... This is a tough call. Yeah, there wasn't anything wrong with Hitsuji's end. He was he got put into the lobby, And he's still connected. On his end, he was still in the lobby. Like after it disconnected, he was put into the lobby. So, okay. The thing, yeah, he had to Alt F4 because of that, of course. Okay. Because I don't think there was any actual issue. I believe this might have been just some weird bug. We're going to redo the game number 5. Tight as that was already looking, unfortunately, we'll have to. Yeah, I forgot that we were supposed to do Pixel Lobby after. Yeah, I forgot we were supposed to do Pixel Lobby in top 4. That is my mistake. I need some note. I'm going to need some post-it notes in the future once we continue running these events. Yeah, we're gonna do it now actually, just to make sure there's no more further issues. I also like to call Tailnic to hop on the Pixel Lobby. Okay. Just to make sure there's no issue. Let's do game 5 in Pixel Lobby. Yeah. I just want to snag a little bit of the salt. Alright. So a little bit of technical issue there, unfortunately. But, his game didn't crash. That's the thing. The thing is, it was verifiable. It didn't crash. So, anyhow, we're resetting game number 5. It's a little bit unfortunate because it obviously, you know, we want to avoid replaying games as much as possible, but for this one, we can't. It's really hard to point out. Like, I don't think any of the players were at fault for that one, so we had to redo that. Okay.
Fred, look alive.
Of course.
All right, here we are.
Ready? Fight!
Oh wait, what?
Not
Hello?
as weak as you look.
All right. And Hitsuji restarts the game. He runs a little bit of an issue with the first game. Yikes. Yeah, I remember that whenever Hitsuji loads the game, the first game just never pushes through for the first time. Oh, fuck. I believe Hitsuji can reconnect fast for this one. The thing is, it wasn't happening mid-set, so I think we can still go for this one. We can resume. Yes, we are already aware that whenever Hitsuji loads the game, his first game is a disconnect. The thing is, he had to Alt F4 earlier because of the lobby stuck earlier, because it just wasn't moving for some reason. So we're gonna wait for him for this one. Obviously, when the disconnect happens mid-match this time, because we're now in the Pixel Lobby, we're supposed to not encounter that anymore. And if Hitsuji disconnects, obviously a decision will have to be made for that. But yeah, this is a ritual for Hitsuji. We're all aware of this. Okay. All right. And the ping's looking pretty good. I have a breather from Ryukosen. And there we go. Thank you very much for doing the sponsor quests, Floto Bro. If everyone else wants to like help out a bit, you can do the sponsor quests on the Match Arena page. To help boost up the the prize pool. Although I'll be quite frank, the prize pool is already at the high. It's already pretty high, so I believe it won't be too necessary. It won't be as much needed anymore. But you know, still be appreciated. Anyhow, game number 5 is ongoing. The flop gets blocked, and there you go. Ryukosen gets the punish. It's a hard knockdown, but Hitsuji is going to be playing this patiently, trying not to do any weird mash out stuff. Double jump, trying to bait out something from Hitsuji, and Hitsuji doesn't let up. Oh, the 5B whiff! This time Hitsuji goes for it because he's already shown that he was willing to wait the first time. Ryukosen keeps that in mind, and Hitsuji catches him off guard by actually going for it this time. Double JC, trying to connect with the 2C just to come in yet again in the card C. And Hitsuji takes the first round of that one.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, card A. Oh, and this time another card A. Oh, the reset with the double short hop JC. Oh, the JD was too high, so the 6A didn't give the stagger. Yeah, who won? Oh, the flop, but it crossed up yet again. We've seen the situation earlier. Ryukosen wasn't able to punch it this time. He had to spend a meter for the cross counter. It's not looking good for Ryukosen right now. Low on meter, low on health. What's he gonna do? To play patiently here. Tries to play the keep away. Gets a stock of magic pretty safely there. Up back. Doesn't press a button. Double jump. Oh, and finally gets a hit on Hitsuji. This may be his opportunity to take it back to A, but doesn't confirm off of it. Oh no. There you go. The card C from Hitsuji. And Hitsuji takes the game away from Ryukosen.
Paprika wins.
That means Hitsuji will be moving forward in the grand final to face Tailnic. Thank you very much for your participation, Ryukosen, and congratulations for placing 3rd of this tournament. That means you are going to be taking the 15% cut of the prize pool. Okay, so now let's have Tailnic come here. Hitsuji keeps sitting on P1, I guess. So here we are, the final game. Or rather, not the final game, the final match. Or what's the word I'm looking for? Final face-off. I don't know. My English bad, boys. But basically, our top 2 players, Hitsuji and Tailnic, going to be bouting it at the grand finals. And Hitsuji is from the loser's bracket on this end, so Tailnic has the winner's advantage. Still a first to 3, but just a general reminder, yet again, Hitsuji needs to win a set and reset the bracket and defeat Tailnic once more in order to win this tournament. In Tailnic's case, he only needs to win 1 set. So if he, for example, wins 3 games for this set, it's over. But if Hitsuji takes 3 games, they will go back to a reset at 0-0, restart, first to 3 once again. But here we go. Hitsuji versus Tailnic.
Stop wasting
Are
my
you
time,
ready,
you
kids?
foolish fleabag.
Round 1. Fight.
And here you go. Tailnic's actually playing it patiently, trying to avoid playing too much in the air this time. Normally, you'd be seeing Tailnic trying to fly over just like that over Hitsuji. It's the V-dash, but it's not in a prime position to convert, although. Oh no! The 6C actually goes over! And Tailnic was behind Hitsuji right there. No confirms happening, right? The 7D catches Hitsuji off guard. Pressure is on. Crash soft knockdown. Just does a neutral jump JA. That's an interesting OP. Hitsuji finally gets an opening for himself there. Not enough JD to put out some roots, however. Blocks the V-dash. Very good. That's not a... I don't think that crash was intended. Oh, baits the flop. Tailnic being extremely mindful of what Hitsuji wants to do
Not a warrior.
whenever he's flying like
You have
that.
much to learn.
Round 2.
Hello there, Uma. I'm trying to dash with the 5B. Okay. Good patience by Hitsuji. Throws out the flop, but Tailnic had already air dash forward, so no punish for that whiff. Manages to convert off of this. And I think Tailnic wants the level 2 very early. He seems very fine to using level 2 here, given that Hitsuji's already got a lot of meter. Oh, he tried to V-dash that teleports. He's going to follow him to the ends of the earth. He's gonna get the hard knockdown here. What is Hitsuji going to do here? Command grab. And the install's already out. What's next? Tries to check here. Oh no! But there's the position where Tailnic wants to 7D Hitsuji. Even after all that time trying to prevent 7D, the moment he lets up, Tailnic goes loose for that. Okay, Tailnic's not going for the level 2 this time. He wasn't sure. That's not gonna kill. He's going to try. Just lame it out. This is the right call. But Hitsuji is going to play with the cinnamon roll and instead... Oh, 7D avoid! But the cinnamon air grab! Oh, Hitsuji can actually take this back! And Tailnic is in a terrible spot because he's used all of his meter and Hitsuji has a lot to work with.
Close. Final round. Fight.
All Hitsuji needs is a single touch and Tailnic will be in deep, deep trouble. That flop may be the start of it. Grab! He's going to go for the corner carry? Nope. He wants a reset. Daisy baits the cross cancer. We're going to be seeing a level 1 here. If he's able to squeeze it out. Maybe even a level 2. Maybe he's gonna spend it all. Bad RNG. Oh no, he goes for the Ash. Hitsuji wasn't able to block that one. And Tailnic has a lot of meter to work with because of all those hits. Paprika just being a battery of sorts. Hitsuji has to be careful. Because a single touch, Tailnic gets a level 2 and may able to get a comeback. A very safe play. Oh no, the V-dash! And this is what Tailnic wants? Oh, but he doesn't offer level 2 just yet. Here's where he wants to do it. He wants to play around soft knockdown. What is Hitsuji going to do? Super? Nope. Teleport B. Willing to play neutral. He has the life lead. Tailnic is the one under pressure. Oh, that was a close call, but the flop gets baited again. This is how Hitsuji's gonna go down. Is Tailnic able to kill here? He gets it. The very tight crash, and Tailnic manages to pull it through.
With every lesson.
Yeah, this is the problem. That even though Hitsuji had such a ginormous advantage right there, the problem is that Paprika's combos just gives a lot of meter, and Tailnic was able to play through the pressure and utilize the meter he's taken from earlier and get a comeback. Already an intense start. Game number 1. Holy smokes. Again, it's not the end. First to 3. There's a lot more games to go. Both players getting a feel for each other. I don't think they face each other in the brackets for this one. That's right yet. Obviously, they've fought a lot before, but within this tournament, this may be their first time meeting each other. Pressure. And Hitsuji takes his turn. Good recognition that the 5B reaches that far. He's going for a lot of card A just to make sure he closes the gap. Tailnic feeling very, very uncomfortable there. Trying to get out as much as he can. Even opting for B-dash. The 4D air dash to get away. That's a peculiar way of using 4D. Rather than using it to mix up the opponent, you use it to get away from the ground immediately. Like, I've seen it being used like 4D in the air, but from the ground and then air dashing forward. It's an interesting usage. It's neutral jump and back to neutral. Here we go. But even though Tailnic got the J8, Hitsuji says, fuck that. I'm gonna go for the flop anyhow. And yet again, he's going for a lot of flops. Not again. And Tailnic's just always punishing these a lot. He's baited a lot of these anti-air attempts from Hitsuji. They're really trying to get a good feel for each other, but I think Tailnic is the one getting the good end of the stick for this one. He's going for the level 2 very early. Because he's got the combos. A lot of the JCs pushing him into the corner. Double bash. Not really the way to go. But Hitsuji's just waiting on him. Oh, that's not what he wanted. I'm pretty sure that was an attempt to volcanic dash. But gets the 3D instead. And punished by Hitsuji. Throws the fruit to make sure there's a little bit of pressure. J8 challenge. So this time Hitsuji's trying to challenge the flight movement of Tailnic with super jump attacks. And he tried to go for it again. But as Hitsuji's just running forward for this one. The flop this time manages to work. Tries to JC to catch Tailnic 7D. But it doesn't happen. No punish on that V-dash. Really hard to respond to be quite fair. Oh, but not this V-dash. No response from Hitsuji on that one. Tailnic can't kill quite yet. Oh, the quiff crash! Was he trying to get an air reset there? That was extremely miscalculated. And Hitsuji is going to whiff that super. It was too high. But Tailnic was still in the middle of a long stun there. No punish. V-dash can get punished. Misses the opportunity. Cross canter. Just J8. Hitsuji's keeping an eye of Tailnic's meter. Or rather magic there. And he was making sure he wasn't in the space to get volcanic dash. But as soon as he saw that magic meter, he felt that he could go in. Interesting string from Tailnic with a lot of flight cancels. The mid-screen play. Is he going to use his level 1? Even entering into level 2. Keeping him mid-screen. What's his mix? Oh, gets caught by the slap. The JC. And here we are, the V-dash loops that Tailnic really enjoys doing. But the drop eventually, it's all fine because the 4D puts him in a spot right there. This is not yet gonna kill, but he's gonna get a hard knockdown right over here. Oh no, he opts for Ash instead. Okay. And with Tailnic having the extreme life lead, he tries to play this out a little slowly. Because of the 7D, no catch on that one. Oh, and a good response by Tailnic. Noticing Hitsuji's gift throw attempt. Goes in immediately with the 6D. Just a slight delayed response there from Tailnic, who would have gotten hit by the gift. So good reactions there. Tailnic just one game away from finishing this tournament. Oh, Hitsuji saying funny, you're already in your patient stage. So Hitsuji noticing that Tailnic's playing this a little bit more patiently, not going too fast with the play. And Tailnic's really known for his fast play style. Going for a lot of risks, but looks like this time... I mean, there's still a lot of risks if you take note of like what Tailnic's doing, but... He's not flying too much as... he's not flying as much anymore. As soon as I say that, he goes for the fly, and I think that might have caught Hitsuji off guard. Oh, he wanted the mid-screen play, but misses the dash in. And hit Tailnic being fine. Going back to neutral and failed to respond on that V-dash. Hard knockdown. Dash in 5A just to make sure no mash out happens. AC making sure no 7D shenanigans. Gets a little bit of a snag on that. Oh, the 2B land cancel. Oh no! The 7D actually evaded that JC? There you go, there's a crash. 2D! Okay, so we've seen that before. It looks like Tailnic intentionally uses 2D to bait out. Thanks to your backdashes away from that 6C. Oop. Okay. And Hitsuji's just waiting instead. Oh, but too much waiting. And unable to respond to the volcanic dash. Tailnic is now sitting at match point.
Comes understanding.
The pressure is on. And there you go, Hitsuji just literally standing still, waiting on Tailnic. Making sure, waiting for Tailnic to eventually grow impatient. And Tailnic is showing a little bit of impatience, but he's not really going too hard or too deep with his approaches. Goes for the knockdown. And again, the wait out by Hitsuji, but even though he push blocks that the volcanic dash, this has happened like the 3rd time. We're going to be seeing level 2 right over here. Soft knockdown. Flop. Oh, he tried a card C, but Tailnic was actually ready to stand block, and no. I believe that's an alternate F4. Or did we just get kicked? Never mind, I think I just got kicked. Did I just get kicked? Did I just get kicked? Oh no, never mind. Yeah, he DC'd. Anyhow, yeah, that is going to be it. Definitely a little that was extremely intense. And probably a lot of mental pressure has been happening over here. But that is it. Tailnic is winner of Fauna Wednesdays number 8, and also going to be taking a huge chunk of that prize pool. So, join me in congratulating Tailnic. And also, even though I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's a lot of mental pressure. It's really rough. But congratulations to Hitsuji for placing 2nd in this tournament. So he's still going to get a huge cut for that. That is understandable. I believe it's been a long while since we've had a tournament like this. The Fauna just has been usually having a very small, whatchamacall this? How do I begin to say this? The Fauna just usually has a small number of participants. We just usually have a small pool of players participating. So it's quite rare for us to have like this. We have 16 participants. This is a good number for us. So I do understand, obviously, a lot of the motivations from the players also spiked because of the prize pool. And I mean, you know, who doesn't like money? So I can understand. And because of that, because there's something at stake, this isn't really a normal occurrence for people at the Fauna. And also, yeah, this is also our last event for the year. So combining these two things, the holidays, last event for the year, there's a prize pool. It's become kind of a huge tournament for us. This is very significant for us, honestly speaking. So I felt the pressure from the players. Just watching them, I felt a lot of pressure from the players. The mistakes that were happening, the slips, you could feel nerves happening. And obviously, a lot of mental pressures happening there. Eventually, Salt's gonna left and right there. So while obviously it's unfortunate that these things happen. It might be weird for me to say that I'm happy to see these things happening for us now. Because I'm hoping we can have more of these sorts of events in the future. And it is with Maturino, with the partnership with Maturino, and we're definitely going to be making plans and properly arranging things for our events next year. And who knows, maybe 3.0 is around the corner. We don't really know exactly if it is, but if once it comes, we'll be hopefully having bigger events happening for us here at the Fauna. But anyway, that's how the event goes. Again, congratulations to our top 4 players. Maybe I could also extend the congrats to top 8 because that's like you're the top 50%. So first place being Tailnic, and second place being Hitsuji, third place Ryukosen, and fourth place iluvbread. The top 3 players will be getting a cut from the prize pool. iluvbread, because I made a weird promise earlier, I'll be making an art request for because there's no prize for the 4th placer. And congrats to the people tied at 5th place, SKYIE-FYIRE and Comma Rider. Great showing from these players. And tied at 7th place, Jive and Dimensional Dream, showing up after a long hiatus from our events. Actually, placing pretty well. And everyone else who participated, thank you very much. I think I already expressed my gratitude to you, but let me repeat it anyway. Thank you for participating. CDP Gamer, Ghosty, Yifbait, Kheydinss, Oleander, Giggles, Arnab, and Kowalski. I'm hoping to see you guys show up in our events in the future. We'll be making announcements sometime around the corner, probably within this by this weekend, because right now we don't have anything listed on upcoming events for next year, and we're going to try to make arrangements, going to discuss things on that, but expect things coming from us starting expect things coming from us next year. Also, yeah, this being our first event under Maturino, I'd also like to repeat my thanks to everyone who've supported us doing the sponsor quest and the people who've given direct contributions, donations. We really, really appreciate that because goodness gracious, I'm pretty sure it really helped motivate the people in this community. So again, I'd like to thank Vixty, Dem, Bycaf, CADP Gamer, Black Atlas, Bakerbum, and Voxy. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Because I'm saying the names from the top of my head. Really, really appreciate you guys' support. So yeah, expect more events from the Fauna coming next year. But I believe that is it for us. Definitely money was a huge motivator. And again, because we're partnered with Maturino now, expect future events to also have prize pools like these. We've rarely had prize pools for our events in the past, but with our situation right now, I think it is more likely that we'll be able to push forward with prize pools for our events. So hopefully that will keep a lot of you motivated and coming back. Don't expect huge prize pools like this one though. Like $180, this is not common, mind you. It's just that there's a lot of generous people who've contributed to this. So again, thank you very much. For the top 3 players, please register yourselves to the Maturino. I'll remind you again next time. But make sure you register to the Maturino. Tailnic, Hitsuji, and Ryukosen, so that I can arrange the payouts for you. But probably the payouts will... The soonest the payouts can come will be tomorrow at 11 p.m. Sorry, 12... No, shit. I'm bad at time. sometime between 24 to 72 hours from now. Because we're going to make sure that everything's clean and all that stuff. So, but just make sure you register there. Again, thank you all guys so much for the support, for the participation. And I hope to see you guys showing up in the chat because this is really incredible. By the way, you might be seeing this Fauna art that we have. This is a huge shout out to SKYIE-FYIRE. We've commissioned her to make this. So, do we have a... I believe we have a Sky. Yeah, that. So make sure to check her out. So, anyway, I'd like to close this up. And if before you guys go, I do have a little bit of something to end this. But, you know, I'll be popping away from here. You can watch what will be happening after this one. But see you guys next time. Bye-bye!
Controller?
No. There's just something weird like... Oh, what? Bruh!
Yeah.
No.
Jackson's team has not told me what their thing is. Jackson, if you're on stream, please say.
Please say
Is that why he sent me an Uwu in DMs? What the fuck?
He did?
Oh.
Did he actually?
Lately. Oh yeah, oh what? Smother sucks! Smother extreme sucks! Let's go! What the hell?
Oh, I don't understand.
Now, cornered pressure, no icicle setups. There goes an icicle setup finally! And Yippei's not prepared for that. No pickup from Electra. 70's out. The cross canter. Wrong super!
You're not a warrior yet.
No, Gaijin, no. No, Gaijin, no. No, Gaijin, no. What?
My mama don't raise no fools.
That was close.
I mean, I guess they are just experimenting resets on each other. What? What?
Oh my god!
What? Smother sucks! Smother sucks! Smother sucks!
Just exchange 5Cs? No, Yippei. They just exchange 5Cs.
Like,
no punishes are happening. Stop this.
Super, like now, I don't.
No. No, not like this. Not like this, Yippei.
I think it's gonna get away.
I hate Tianhuo mirrors. Man.